Canelo mentioned that they had an agreement, right? And when he signed that 2-fight deal with the Zone with Eddie Hearn, the agreement was to fight Triple G. Um, I thought they were gonna go for the immediate rematch, but they said Triple G first, then Bivol, which makes sense. I mean, look, we've been talking about this fight for a while, whether it should happen or not. The trilogy between Canelo and Golovkin. I feel like the general sentiment was that we didn't really want to see it. We don't want to see Triple G getting hurt, getting stopped. But now I think it makes sense. It's crazy how things change. Now Canelo has lost, so I think even Paulie Malignaggi said this. Now it's a bounce back fight, you could say. He's bouncing back from a loss, his comeback fight against still a tough opponent. Triple G is going to be tough. He's not going to go in there and lay down. Not sure if Canelo can stop him, but I think it's not a bad move. You're going to get paid 65, 70 million for this fight. It's going to sell well. The Zone, I'm sure, are ecstatic. It's on the Zone pay-per-view again, so they're going to come out winning as well. Canelo's most likely going to be the victor in this fight. And you go into the Bivol fight with a little bit of momentum. I still have this. Well, I don't even know what you call this. Little faces on the stick. Somebody say the name. I have no idea. But I've been having this for I don't know how many years, and it's still relevant till this day. Still relevant till this day. And we're getting a trilogy going on. So I think for the mainstream, this is still a very relevant fight. Still a big fight. I see a lot of people already criticizing Canelo, but it doesn't matter who he fights. He got criticized when they announced the Bivol fight. They were saying he was fighting a nobody, another punching bag. So people are going to talk regardless. I think this fight makes sense. September 17th, Mexican Independence Weekend, Vegas. The whole ordeal, and I think it makes sense if Canelo wins. If he wins, you move on to Bivol, come into that fight with a little bit more momentum and confidence. And if you lose to Bivol again, we know he's at a disadvantage. He's a lot smaller than Bivol, so the fact that he's trying again, says a lot about Canelo. But we'll see. I think it's still an interesting fight because of the Canelo loss. I'm not sure if your opinion has changed on this fight, Chris.
Yeah.
I feel like you're one of the ones who wanted to see this fight. We had to convince you. We had to convince you that it wasn't a good idea for Triple G.
Yeah, no, I'm one of those guys that wanted to see a rubber match. Obviously, when we saw Canelo, go up in weight and crush through that 168, even pick up a belt at 175. At that point I was like, yeah, maybe I don't want to see a third one. If Canelo convincingly beat Triple G in that second fight, and now he's at a different level, I didn't want to see it as much. But hey, obviously there's a reason why Triple G wants this fight. He still believes in himself. I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I do believe Canelo can knock him out this time around. I agree with. I see a comment from Clyde, and I agree with them. I do believe Canelo can knock him out, and it will come to the body. I think we have an aging. Well, I know we have an aging Triple G. We have a Triple G that's in late 30s. He doesn't take body shots as well as he did before. And I do believe Canelo is gonna want to make a statement. Obviously, his pride was hurt with that Bivol defeat. Obviously, a lot of people are telling him, you know what, you challenge yourself, you went up in weight, you challenged in his prime champion, But Canelo's pride is still hurt. His ego's hurt. He's a proud Mexican fighter. He's gonna want to knock out Triple G, and I almost felt that he can now, especially with a bigger body, more power. I do believe he can knock him out. And you guys drop your comments if you think Triple G can get knocked out or not. But hey, I like Triple G. I love Triple G, but I'm also, I can be impartial when I say, hey, I think the best days are behind him. He pulled out a great win against Ryota Murata in Japan. That's good for his mentality.
That's not a great win. Stop it.
That's good for his mentality, but
the Triple G fan coming out. Come on, man.
But I think Canelo he's gonna have to Unless he's still mentally, on the. I know I talked to Andrew Reese Jr. about this. Maybe it's a mental thing that can make this fight a little bit more even. But no, I see Canelo this is the fight that he has a better chance of knocking out Triple G than he did the first or second fight.
We all know Chris is going for Triple G. He's just trying to play it off. And going back to the Clyde comments, says Gio's right. GGG ain't laying down, but he will end up the fight laying down in the ring. The GOAT by KO. Big Bro saying G deserves payday. I got G with the upset. And this could be one of those.
Jesus.
This could be one of those. Man, Chris getting his panties wet over there. But this could be like one of those Marquez Pacquiao moments. Clyde says Canelo's gonna make it 3-0 against G, but like Marquez had to try 4 times until he finally got it. I think he lost the first 3, contrary to popular belief. Pacquiao got robbed in the first one. I always mention this, and I like rubbing it in people's faces because when they talk about robberies, they literally robbed Pacquiao in the first fight. The judge made a scoring error. It scored only 2 knockdowns instead of 3 in the first round. But I think if they keep fighting, eventually G can get Canelo. But obviously he's 40 years old. Doesn't seem very likely, but he's gonna get one last payday, so I'm sure he's gonna be happy. This guy right here, Gennady Golovkin. This guy's the happiest man in the world, man. All he ever wanted was a Canelo fight, and he's getting 3 of them now. So